Okay, new video time. In this one, we're going to go through this 12A that I pulled apart not that long ago, and we're going to check for all the tolerances on all the parts front to back. So wait till you see what caused low compression. Not good. Anyway, enjoy. Okay, so first things first, we're going to work through this engine. We're going to check the throw out on the E-shaft. I'm going to pull all the seals, all the oil control rings, all the springs out of these. Just visually check those. We are going to check the step wear on here. We're going to measure the step wear, and if I can clean these sides up enough, we're going to check for distortion across the faces of these irons. As you saw in the last video, these housings are toast. So this is the better of the two, but there's still some deep gouges around this exhaust port and a fairly chunky one up there. First impressions when I saw it, when I took the engine apart, it didn't look that bad, but with a cleanup, they came out quite bad. So I believe the owner is sourcing a new set now. But yeah, this one, yeah, that's bad. Really, really bad. So I have actually gone through the bits and pieces, and it looks like we are missing a corner seal. So it's definitely, it looks like it's spat one. And then came across this, which is one part of your apex seal, and there's the other one. So that's been broken for a while too. You can see on the end of that. So this didn't fall out, but I think it's caused considerable damage on those housings. So yeah, not good. So I'm going to check the rear rotor and make sure that's all cricket, but under inspection looks all right. But anyway, we'll get into it. I will dig all that stuff out, have a look at the apex seal springs. We're replacing them anyway. I believe there's some marks on the face of some of them, so they'll all be replaced. The springs, replace those. Corner seals, do I have them all? Yep, there's still one stuck in the rotor. Okay, we'll go through the whole lot and yeah, see how we get on. So I'm not 100% convinced that this was built 19 years ago. You see these springs here for the oil control rings. Now some are carboned up more than others, but they still have paint marks on them. They almost look not that old at all. You can still see the white mark on them. Only problem I saw was that all faces of the rotors had the white mark on it. So usually that white mark indicates facing the front of the engine, and the rear springs have blue marks on them, but they're all white. So maybe the blue faded, I don't know. But second of all, I don't know, but inside this oil control ring, you can't really see it, but these seals are being cut and just cut. So it's like they were too big and they've just cut them down and put them inside these, or are they just old? Maybe, I don't know, there's a few cuts in them. No, maybe they're old, I don't know. So they're definitely gonna need to be replaced. But yeah, it's just, everything is almost too clean to be 19 years old. Okay, but so what I found is, yes, I am missing a corner seal, and yeah, that broken apex right there. So fun. All right, I am going to clean all this up and then start measuring these irons. Visual inspection on the rotors, all good, they're mean. Bearings do need to be replaced, and then we'll check the throw out on this E-shaft, and then yeah, go from there. So I just went to clean up all the bits, and then you can quite easily tell which apex seals came out of the rear rotor. The markings are all in the same place. So that's where this broken one was, in the rear rotor. And that got me thinking that I need to start looking at this rotor, the rear one, and yeah, she's taken a hit. Couldn't see it before. I just gave it a clean down, and she's pretty munted. I don't know if it's still usable. I need to look up on it, but I can file that out to just make the track better for the apex seal. But I'd say with that, apex seal is sticking down possibly, which would have given it a little bit, would have given it low compression on the rear. So besides that, all the rest, maybe. It's taken a hit too. What about this one? A little bit there. I don't think that's anything to worry about, but definitely that other face was definitely the worst. So I'll check this one over as well. I'll give these clean down the next couple of days, and then we'll have another look. But yeah, next step, have to check these out. Okay, so now we're testing the E-shaft. We're checking the run out on it. So I've got my dial gauge set up there. So if I start spinning this, little step there. So that didn't move bugger all. So that's well within spec. I believe the limitations on it, well, if it's above 0.06 mils, they say to replace it. But that, I think it moved about 0.02 mil. So the C-shaft is all good. Okay, so next thing we're going to check is distortion on the face of the plates. So in this book, you got 4 points to check there, and your limitation is, where is it? 0.04 mil. Man, that's not much at all. Okay, so what you need is a straight edge and feeler gauges. So the 4 points, it says here to put the feeler gauge in is just above the port, in the opposite corner over there, and then down here. Those are the 4 points. So I got the feeler gauge set, got it set. I've got the 0.04 gauge out, and you look at that, there's not much in this, like tinfoil. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is we're going to put our straight edge across there, and then we'll check those points. No. 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 So those don't go through. Maybe. No, I won't check that edge because there's step wear there. So plate's not distorted, so that's good. Well, it might be, but it's within limitations, so that's fine. So next thing is to check the step wear. So the step wear, you got dial gauge. I've already preset this one down low, and the only place that we've got major step wear is right here on, what do you want to call that? The high compression side. It's right there. So in this book, it has a limitation of wear at 0.1 mil. So we'll see how much this moves. So all you need to do is put it down on the iron, make it firm, and just slide that across. Why'd that not move at all? Okay, actually make sure it is set properly. There we go. Okay, so we'll see how much that moves by. Shit, that's close. So we have 0.08 mil of step wear. So still within limitations, but we are going to either lap these or maybe block sand. I don't know. So we'll see how we go, but those are still usable. So, well, this one's usable anyway. So I'm going to go through, do all the rest of them, and then see how they are. So all done. Which one was it? It was the front iron. Its step wear was a little bit excessive. That was 0.11 mil, which is 0.01 over tolerance. So that will probably need a lapping or something. The rest of them are 0.08. Both of these ones, both sides of the center one. So that's cool. Distortion meant that feeler gauge didn't go under it at all. But what I did notice, I'll show you here. I don't know even if I'm pointing at the right thing, but where are we? Right there, there's a chip out of the face of the iron. So I'm pretty sure this thing spat the corner seal, went around, stuffed up that apex seal, snapped it, and then it's just, the apex seal has just grooved the housing in certain places. It also jammed down the apex seal by the looks of it, but yeah, it's pretty toast. I don't know if I can still use that rotor. I've seen worse and run worse, so it might be all right. Just needs to file out that track like I said, but yeah, that's the gist of it. Hope you learned something from it. Okay, so while we're at it, we might as well go ahead and check. We'll check the bearings. I'll pull the stack gears out. I was just about to say I'm going to measure the bearings, but there's no point because we're replacing them anyway. But I'll pull the stack gears out. We'll have a look at those, and then I might even have a look at those rotor housings. We'll have a real close look at them, and I'll show you actually how deep that scratch is. It's bad, but it's all right. I believe the owner is already on the hunt for some new housing, so we should be good. Okay, so now looking at these stack gears, the rear stack gear. It's not, yeah, definitely going to be replaced. That's not a problem. The front, yeah, a little bit through there. But that's all good. These are still in good shape. There's no, all the teeth are sweet. As I said in another video, we will be replacing this rear main seal. She looks a bit worse for wear, but visual inspection, everything's all good on those. So, okay, so now just looking at this rotor housing, as you can see there, yeah, they're pretty deep. This isn't savable. This is purely munted. So one of these scrape marks would be in that broken apex seal. Don't know what caused the other, maybe, don't know. But definitely lost the corner seal, definitely broke the apex. So, and this one, it's got some grooves up in there as well. That's the same as the front housing. Where are we? A little bit of chip there as well. So, as I said earlier, there are new housings coming. I believe they've already got a notch for the Bridgeport, so we just need to make sure that this port here will match it. And I think the exhaust ports will be done on the other ones. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll wait until those arrive and we'll have a look. So, moving forward with all of this, I'm going to order some stack gear bearings, new rotor bearings. I am going to get the soft seal kit, apex seals, all those bits and pieces. I will go through Mazda for those. I'll get a quote through, and then we'll just work from there. So there you have it. We've gone through bits that we needed to go through. Check these irons, rotor housings toast, rotors maybe on that rear one, maybe. Hoping so. But E-shaft is good. Bearings are going to be replaced anyway. Broken apex seal. How's that? And the thing is, this car was running a week ago. Just had low compression, will still start up and drive. So there you have it. It just shows that even though your car's running, there could be some issues with it. I definitely don't want to reopen mine, but yeah, it is what it is. So if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will be doing some merch with this image and the other one. So won't be for a few weeks, but if you definitely want some, hit me up. We'll try and work out a price, try and work out all the logistics behind it, but we'll get there. Anyway, thank you. Now I need to go ahead and do all the same with this engine, but not right now. Oh man, okay.